The future of the Crimea's holiday-friendly beaches is at stake due to a danger at the bottom of the Black Sea. RT's Alexei Rashevsky looks at what lies beneath.
Locals in the Crimea admit that the tourist season this year may have been better, but still, we're talking hundreds of thousands of tourists from all over the world who have come here for summer holidays. But none of them are aware that swimming in the sea here may actually be dangerous.
This summer, dozens of dead dolphins washed up on Crimean shores. Ecologists say this is down to an infection and the actions of local poachers. But others have connected these deaths to something more sinister. Divers recently discovered these barrels containing poisonous gas, which were dumped in the sea by the retreating Soviet army prior to the Nazi invasion of 1941. If poisonous substances are released into the seawater, the consequences could be unimaginable. Iprit gas can theoretically kill everything within 40 kilometers. However, the state ecological watchdog firmly denies this threat even exists.
Our divers and specialists from the Interior Ministry checked the bottom of the sea. Our laboratories tested water for poisonous substances, and we found nothing.
But this recently declassified document suggests the opposite. In 2004, Crimea's authorities urged private ecologists to check the coastline for threats. That is when those containers were found. Former MP Alexandra Kuzhel is probably the only politician in Ukraine who is making comments on the issue, because, she says, the authorities are deliberately keeping the public in the dark.
That's the mentality of local bureaucrats who come in for a year or two in the office and don't want these problems on their hands. Meanwhile, more and more kids return with virus infections from Crimea's summer holidays, and this is definitely caused by terrible ecological state of the seawater.
Kuzhel says lifting those containers from the bottom of the sea is impossible. They will fall apart. That's why experts suggest a different solution.
There's a technology which allows to seal these containers off for 700 years. Underground sarcophaguses are constructed and put above the decaying barrels. This would solve the problem.
It is hard to estimate how much this kind of operation would cost, but as long as these barrels are a threat to every Black Sea country, Kiev would most certainly get international aid should it appeal for help. This year's tourist season has finished with no major incidents, but some say that next year, unless there's urgent political action, the region may not be so lucky. Alexei Rashevsky, RT, reporting from Crimea in Ukraine.